Hello there, and welcome back to Corey Loses, where today we are once again continuing our Fall of the Republic 1.5 preview playthrough, or former preview playthrough, since it is out. We were playing as the Hutts. It's been almost, well, I guess half a week since Fall of the Republic released, but it's been a bit longer since we've actually done any playing. There's been all the basement, like I try not to stream when the basement work's happening, which has meant less productivity for me, but the basement is coming along mostly nicely, so we'll see. But there are two options for us that I can see. We can either continue to go around the rim and try to just take the outer rim, or we can go through the core. We can try to get through the core. And I think I'm going to go for the core option, because I think we benefit more from, like, breaking the Republic in half and keeping some CIS and Republic fronts open, compared to just eliminating the CIS and letting the Republic get stronger. Because if we look planet-wise, we're tied with the Republic, CIS is down there, militarily, Republic's way up there. And so if we can focus some efforts on that, it gives us less we have to defend. Like, we can just go straight to the core rather than having, like, two completely opposite sides of the galaxy to worry about. Limit the threat on either of our flanks, and make a funny shape on the map, which is also important. But we have some fleets we are still building up. Bless them. And I don't know, I think we should maybe just go to Mimban. So let's pop you over the Pathfinder slot there. You're gonna go over here as well. And how, because this is just a smaller fleet, oh, never mind, it's not a smaller fleet anymore. I lied. These are, well, this, if I put those together, that wouldn't be a smaller fleet. We still need more anti-fighter, though. We need anti-fighter. Construct space structures. We completed it. We got 4 Mandalorians on Teth. Very nice. So Imperium. This is a Hutt campaign in the medium map, I think it was. The medium progressive map. And I forget what year we started in.
Construction complete.
I could math that out, but... Alright, we are building this fleet up. And I think on Ubrikia we can afford to just
Constructing unit.
pop out a few of these guys.
Constructing unit.
I know we've doubled up a bit over there. Klaatuine's about to be attacked. Klaatuine... is that down... How do I... Why would they attack Klaatuine? I guess we should go for Boz Pity, though. I guess that was partially the plan before. So we're gonna go over there, and we're gonna keep getting these guys ready to go to Mimban. But ground forces are also a thing that we were talking about expanding a little bit. Because we are... Oh, I can actually do those here. So, get rid of that for cheaper. And on you, let's get WLOs. Let's just keep getting WLOs. We've got some other support here. I'm going to get more of the rocket pods. All right. Because this is now 190. I think that's worth sending to Mimban. Because they've moved some stuff away.
Transport here.
Let's just wait for our first minstrels. All right. Boz Pity, that'll close up the Klaatuine attack. Like, I want to go back out to Charros and have those defended. I just don't want to spend too much time pushing way out on the sides there. Because it'll probably be, what, 2 fleets we send towards the core? And then 1, like, keep the fleets we have active already on the other sides. But, okay, this should be an easier one. There's Jabba's Appetizer Buffet, Jewel of Gluttony, the Stars Speak Huttese, and the Unbending.
Battleship standing by. Open fire. Are we free
Alright,
to
let's
attack? Vector set.
blow those guys up. And we'll have some different lighting to look at while we're Well, we're going. There we go.
Heading out.
So in the release, there were all the space maps starting with A and B had different lighting settings based on some work that Mr. Puerto Rican had done before, working with Shell on Shell's mod. I talked to them about some of what they were doing, and I implemented similar stuff on our maps. So people seem to respond well to those, so I've gone through and I've done the rest of the space maps. Those have actually been deployed on Revan's Revenge, so if you play Revan's Revenge now, you'll have all of the space maps with the updated light settings. And when we do the next hotfix for Fall of the Republic, that's going to be in there as well. Imperium's asking, are there any rules for these streams? If you mean like chat rules, the usual don't be a weird racist rules, those are important. Oh no. If you mean for the playthrough, the only special non-standard thing is that I'm using extra ships named by supporters, just as a thank you. We have the goofball memory of Hamilton, his immensity's ventilator.
Frequency open.
Speaking of, all right, there's some missile danger in there. Where's my healers in? Hutt me with your best shot, Slug Warlord Star. Get on in there. James Grant is asking, are you and the X Crew still planning on doing a squadron stream in your basement? I would love to. I can never... Look, me promising things, that doesn't always go well. But the X Crew promising things, that's asking for disappointment. So I can't speak for them.
Fleet, your transmission garbled. Repeat.
All those broken promises from the X2 streams. One of them was that I would get shot in the face, which I think that was never really going to be a reasonable thing for them to fulfill. Oh, I clicked away. Sorry. I clicked off the screen. I need to move a window there. There we go. Sorry about that.
Frequency open. Forward. We're in attack range.
But speaking of the supporter ships, as we leave this battle, a quick word from our sponsor, me, and also you. You being you. There's an extra campaign going on right now for the patrons, channel members, and Twitch subs. So if you're interested in seeing a Greater Maldrude from the ground up campaign, if there's not enough Empire at War coming out for you, that's a third one. We got some evil dinosaur action going on in that, so that's on it. If you go to the Patreon page, that's the easiest way to get it. I upload it as an unlisted video on YouTube, link it on Patreon, the channel member version's there as well. Twitch subs, there's not an easy way to distribute stuff to Twitch subs, so that's all linked on the Discord channel, but it is available to all of those types of supporters. So thank you. And that's our sponsor message. We lost Hutt Me with Your Best Shot and Memory of Hamilton, but we can rebuild them. I guess I'll put in these guys that I was building for this fleet. And how is the ground force here? I think we can start putting this force together. But I do also need to make sure we have Boz Pity taken, I think it was. Wait, yep, there we go. Yeah, Boz Pity. Because I guess I could take you guys. Yeah, I can take them. So let's get down to Boz Pity. Oh, we got a liberate mission for one planet over. Perfect. Do I want to maybe grab you for this army? I think I will grab you for this army. And I think we can invade soon. They got Rindalia, that's nice for them. And we got the liberation for 2 Space Ark cruisers, that's actually pretty good too. Like the SSD Rampage X2 still hasn't finished? Yeah, that's... Look. It ain't happening. It was... Every year is going to be the year of X2 until it's not. Like, Charlie is, like, full-time going in on his Bovine Clips channel. And to be fair, that is going really well for him right now. So... Oh. So I understand, but... Yeah. I think for now X2 is mostly just the Thursday streams. There will be one tonight, so I'm gonna potentially have a 3-stream day here because I wanna get in on some Imperial action potentially. That might just be tomorrow. We'll see how things go, but I don't want to abandon Kazoo for too long. He's free in the house right now. He's laying by the back door, which I'm kind of offended. I'd rather that he was up here just sitting next to me. But to be fair to him, this is a very uncomfortable temperature, even for me. And he is covered in a bunch of little cute fur. So I can't be too mad at him. Until I start hearing like the rustling of him chewing on something that he shouldn't be, and then I have to run downstairs.
Squadron moving out.
We've secured a landing zone.
Comlink active. I have the target in sight.
Go on in there. Let's get the rocket pod not trooper skiffs in, and showed the Hutt. Tagunta, sorry.
Roger that.
We should
Ready.
maybe move the artillery up a little bit. That Daily 77's asking, will Fall of the Republic get any faction updates, or will it mostly be space, ground, galactic changes from now on, since the factions have good content? There are still some things that'll change with the factions, like the core rosters are done, and now we've got like the vehicles and stuff organized how we want for the most part with the CIS structure changes, but there's still some government mechanic changes that we want to make, because the government mechanics in Fall of the Republic were kind of the first run at those, other than the older versions of regimes with the Empire in TR. So we want to flesh those out with some of the additional options and some of the additional things we've learned or been able to do since we started those, especially with the CIS, making them a bit more interesting. Like they kind of have the opposite problem, where the progression with the Republic feels good, but it's like one major choice you make at one point, and there's still some improvements that could be made to the paths for Order 65 and 66, but also some improvements to how you get to some of those things. Whereas for the CIS, they could have a bit more done to organize the way rewards work, the way you get the integration, and all that kind of stuff. But we can take out a Dodana. Alright, so let's throw in a Karaga. Let's get... Well, there's Jabba's Appetizer Buffet. First of all. Raid Shadow Collective. We have Jewel of Gluttony, the Unbending. The Stars Speak Huttese. Alright, let's turn that guy on. Here we go. Like, I wouldn't expect more playable factions in Fall of the Republic unless we decide we're crazy and we want to do like early Hapens or something.
Let's move out.
I think we get more money if I just kill you outright. No. Oh crap. The engines were done. Well, that could have been another VSD down, but I messed it up. I can't move out from here because they're gonna invade Slukamai, but we can start building up a bit more on the ground there. Jabim, I'm gonna turn that on. Let's get you. Are you taxed? You're not taxed, or we can't tax. What am I saying?
Constructing.
Not how this works.
Beginning construction.
Building under
Oops, nope, that's not what I wanted to click.
Constructing.
I wanted to click that on you.
Building started.
Mintuine is actually another good place for a trade port. Rineldia could be good if we were to take Honegger, but we're already taking all their money. So we don't really gain anything from taking Honegger itself right now. Alright, so we can go to Mimban now. Oh, crap. At least we only lost a light minstrel. That's fine. Are they going to invade here? They would have sent their ground stuff already. So I think we're gonna go and try to intercept.
Beginning construction.
Complete.
And we'll keep building on those. Zim's asking, is there a change to 3.5 to have Akbar and SSDs in progressive maps? I don't believe so. There are other potential changes to fleet staff coming, including stuff that down the line might make it so Guardian is in progressives, but I don't think it's in progressives right now. Unless someone changed it and I didn't notice. Which does happen with a lot of stuff. So you can't take my word as the be-all end-all, especially when I can't check stuff in the middle of a stream. Everything's got to be off the dome in a stream. So it's very easy for me to be wrong about things.
Heading out.
You can't trust me.
Affirmative.
Imperium's asking, how do you get Order 66 and 65? So you raise your Senate support, which is done by either completing missions or capturing planets. And then you'll be asked by Mon Mothma and Palpatine to support them. You choose which one you want. 66 is Palpatine. 65 is Mon Mothma. Or the delegation of 2000, not just Mon Mothma, but, you know. Same deal. It's her icon. And there are different options available depending on which one you do. Let's, I was gonna say let's bring in some pods, but then I didn't, because I didn't realize I was only at 8, not 10. Oops. But even with that, I think we should be... Ooh. I was gonna say I think we should be good to go after that turret, but I'm gonna try to take out all of these first. Okay, now let's go for the turret. I think that's more of a threat than the ATTE in the moment. And I think we can get through this pretty fast. Alright, there we go. Now we go for the ATTE. That's another... Nope, there's another turret up there. Okay, let's make sure our artillery doesn't get killed. Although that doesn't seem like it's a huge risk. And we can go for this next. Ooh, okay, we've lost some pop cap.
Yes, sir. Heading for attack position. Copy.
Okay, you guys are gonna go and capture this guy.
I copy.
I'd rather that you didn't destroy the actual sensor node, but you can help get it.
Copy.
And let's go up here. Because they'll really just blast through that pretty quickly. Please don't shoot that. We need that for vision.
Unit destroyed.
New coordinates.
Okay. More rocket pods? Yeah. Because we're mostly just going for buildings now.
Aerial artillery reporting.
Yes, Commander.
Is there a planetary shield? No, it's just the HVG.
Bombing run available.
So if we can take down the HVG, we'll also have orbital bombardment. But where's the power gen on this one? Is it on the opposite side? It might be right there. That'll be really, really convenient. Please? No, not there. Let's see. Is it in this corner that we can't see?
Copy. Let's roll.
Not over there. I'm gonna do some quick scouting. I'm not sure exactly which one it's... Oh, hello.
Over there.
Bombardment available.
Moving into that area.
It's in the base on this one? Okay.
At the ready.
Engines activated.
Well,
Copy.
I guess we're gonna have to clear this out. Oh my god. No, you're not supposed to be here.
Destination received.
Ready to receive orders.
Your orders? Moving into position.
Okay, yeah.
Comlink active. Open fire.
Suppressive fire. Reporting. Yes, sir.
Huh.
Roger that.
They actually got those down.
Roger that.
Okay, you guys are slowing the production down.
Squad, move out.
Our base is under attack.
Form up. Attack that target.
Let's get this turret. Then we can get this turret.
Receive
Then we get this turret.
The big targets are ours.
I'm just gonna start going for
Form order acknowledged. Right away, sir.
the base with them.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders.
Roger that. Awaiting orders. Engaging target.
Okay, WLO's coming for these guys, and you guys are gonna get this.
Underway.
Let's actually get away from that AV turret. Thought it was units shooting us, but it's AV turrets.
In my sights.
Okay, I think...
Brigade standing by.
Yeah, they should be able to get through that just fine. We can get this back, and you can all go into the base.
As you wish.
On
Unit
ready.
destroyed.
I copy. Spearheading assault. Just give me a target. Enemy in range. Reporting.
Okay, if their turrets are gonna be
Unit
causing problems, the turrets are going away.
the enemy base
Ready
unit
for
Here we go.
offline. Bombardment incoming.
Reporting.
Unit destroyed.
Fire at will.
We'll cover you.
them. Providing backup.
Now we should be good. More losses than were probably necessary, but
Right behind you.
The enemy has been defeated.
still got them.
System control.
In that no losses were probably necessary.
Construction.
Are losses ever really necessary? Like, if we can go through Deconeomoidia, all those guys, maybe get a bunch of ion cannons around, you know?
Under construction.
Use our
Reporting.
Utana Hutta options on defense, even though we don't have any right now. We will. Okay, so I guess we should just go for these guys. So let's see if they drop in any more
Construction.
while we're doing that. We're getting forward on this side too, but the goal is usually to leave as many of the enemy planets touching without opening ourselves up to too much.
Building under construction. Building under construction. Vehicle in
I'm just gonna keep
production.
queuing things up on the ground, especially.
Unit in production.
How's this fleet? Well, if this fleet just goes up one more planet, then it's kind of open for business. So what do you have? You have no Vontours. We can get another Vontour.
Unit in production.
We need to get more Vontours. And I am
Constructing.
going to queue up more construction on Seleucami.
Building started.
I don't know if we're going too far past the Lysaeu in the near future. We need to get up to Cutric and Mandalore. But for now, this is probably where that defense is going to take place. And we probably need to get some spies, too. So let's get a spy. We'll send it to Deconeomoidia. Could even send it to Art Deconeomoidia. But is this ground? This is all ground. We could pop up to Kilarin that way. Because then we're connected in a way we haven't been forever. Yeah, this fleet I think could get some
We're heading out.
action.
Tactical.
There's a good chance we'll have a lot more we're dealing with than I'm thinking we will. But oh, look at that. We can kill Pragi. Looks a bit like Ek. Hashtag AxeEk.
Enemy unit sighted.
Got him. Loser. Loser. Absolute loser. Okay. That's gonna be... How many missiles are we dealing with? Just the one VSD-1 with Prodigy. There's Appetizer Buffet. We got Unbending. Stars Speak Hutties. Jewel of Gluttony.
Coordinates
Free us from the Dev and Tester Mines. 100 credit Slime Wedding. Pizza the Hutt.
Moving to sector.
heading out.
Let's see. Raid Shadow Collective. Gangster's Paradise Consular. I hardly know her.
Let's go.
And
Orders.
I think we're gonna go for Prodigy first.
Firing.
You guys can probably go for the other VSD first. And let's get these bombers to go for this third VSD. We get a bit more out of going for the bigger stuff with our missiles earlier on.
Target the engine.
Especially because they're going to be using powered weapons.
Awaiting orders.
Now I can also use powered weapons.
Those iron
And then we can go for
copy.
the smaller stuff right after.
Position.
Roger.
We'd probably benefit from going after the
Hold on.
the dreadnoughts sooner than later too. But with powered weapons up, they just take so much more damage that it'd be a waste. Okay, well that one's done now. It'd be a waste not to kill them.
We're drawing a fire. Battleship standing by. Destroy the iron.
Okay, I need to start moving some stuff up that is not in the
To attack.
or not as damaged.
Preparing.
And we do need to take out some of the point defense that they have. So there's these pelters running by that are just taking stuff out from us. Let's get some of our fighters. Are these Dune Lizards? Yeah, Dune Lizards go for
Roger that.
their Y-wings.
Watch the crossfire.
Weapons.
Okay.
I've got a fix.
I copy.
I've got a lock.
We don't have the most undamaged units right now,
Thrusters at maximum. Active. Switch pattern. Incoming. Incoming.
but I think I can move you in.
Form up. Attacking
Keep in
target.
formation. Stay in attack formation.
Engines down.
I'll probably have to be kind of careful. I'll have to concentrate fire a bit more, just because we are dealing with missiles, and they have a lot of missile stopping power.
Awaiting orders.
Copy.
All right, yeah, get that pelta,
Attack it.
because we can get through them pretty quickly if we concentrate all of our power,
Keep your eyes
all of
on
our
the
fire,
fighters.
all of my love,
Attack.
just to please destroy you.
Fire. Squadron reporting.
There we go. Let's get them.
Got him.
Copy. Engines activated.
I copy.
That was a bit close with that Karaga, but
Reporting.
probably. I mean, it's gonna live. So,
I'm in
what does close even mean?
Locking target.
Nothing.
Weapons online. Fleet, your transmission
Yes, sir.
garbled.
We're not charging money for repairs
Target.
and then taking the ship away for a few weeks if you can't afford it.
Taking hit.
What is this, Imperial Reign? That'd be crazy.
I'm hit. Sir, they're on me. I've got him. Swinging around. Attacking target. Fire at will.
Well, we have Charros back mostly.
We are victorious. Tactical battle
Raji's
imminent.
down. Okay, Kularin. That seems dangerous. That could be any number of units. That's like a full stack plus a big unit on top.
Send reinforcements.
Okay, yeah, that's a bunch of big units. We're not staying here. Plus interdiction. Yeah. No. No thanks. No thanks.
Transport
Get out of
ready.
here. You're not a patron, are you? You're just a regular light minstrel. So we'll send a spy to Kularin.
Right.
Kularin and Deco Neomoidia, I think, are the two important ones to see. Well, I guess maybe Deco first, even though it is putting us in a position where we'd be vulnerable to Kularin's fleet attacking. If they do that, then we just move forward, though. But I still need to see it before I'm
You have
confident
been
even in that.
defeated.
Okay. Yeah, so we have just the one building. Actually, I can build a second one. Then I don't need to make any choices.
Construction complete.
Okay, let's get to Kilarin.
Construction
Destination
complete.
is acknowledged.
That, I think, is just going to be an auto-resolve. We've done this a few times. They don't have
Invasion
much.
commencing.
Yeah, I'll take the
System
super haul for
control
that.
Achieved.
And at the moment, we got 2 space arcs. So those are pretty good heavy weapons, and I think they slot right into this fleet pretty well. So that's fine. Let's just slide you guys on over here.
Heading out.
Beautiful. All right. Let's now do the. Oh no! Shit! You're not a spy.
Construction complete.
Well.
Construction complete.
That's gonna take a while. Okay, let's see what's on Kilarin. He's in there. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. Let's build a new one. Can I just... Do I test it? I think we can get the spy in before... Yeah, I think we're fine. Go to invade Nelvaan, though. What are we doing? We're still protected on the ground. I think we do need another fleet in this area.
Unit in production.
What do we have in the patron mines?
Unit in production.
I know there's like 2 more Vontors. But just gonna check. All right. Yeah, we can get a spy in and at least see what's going on before we end up losing one of the...
Battle imminent.
Please stop. At least we have money. We've won this before, but we won it with Maul. So,
Yes, Commander.
maybe.
Destination is acknowledged.
Put them to work as quickly as possible.
I'm gonna try to get through there.
Ready. Affirmative.
Alright, I'm gonna try to capture those. I'm gonna get more build pads going. I guess I can get that field base already.
I await your
I can get you.
Constructing.
We secured a build pad.
What would be a good starter campaign as I'm trying to get a friend into the mods, Imperium's asking. In Thrawn's Revenge,
We secured
you
a
can
build
start
pad.
with the Thrawn campaign, and
Base is under attack.
En route.
that can be a decent starting point, since it's fewer factions. In Fall of the Republic,
Ordnance.
you can probably start with Hunt for Malevolence.
Turret
Reinforcement
constructing.
point contested.
I think that, like, just going through the historicals in Fall of the Republic,
Order
you can learn some things.
Standing by. Yes, Commander.
In Revenge, we also have the
Awaiting your orders.
Destroyed.
we have, I think the first historical is also set up as a bit of it has a tutorial mode as well.
Awaiting your
So there's options there as well.
I await your instructions.
Building started.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully that's
Your orders.
Oh, finished.
We secured a
Nope.
build pad.
Awaiting your orders.
Okay. Buddy, I'm trying to get you to capture this.
I await your
Please.
instructions. I'll copy.
You need to listen.
We secured a build pad.
You gotta. There we go.
Turret.
There we go.
Reporting. Fire at will.
Alright, that should be safe.
Beginning construction.
I'm gonna try to get more turrets back here, and I'm gonna try to get this guy as well.
Construction complete.
Okay,
Turret
anti-vehicle.
constructing.
Golden Apple is asking, when will you be doing another stream for the Imperial campaign? Possibly today, an outside shot of today. Very likely tomorrow, on Friday.
Turbo laser tower available.
Attacking.
Armor ready.
Because I've got to do a Maldrude recording today as well, and we got the X2 stream. Plus, I should do some datapad work.
Yes, Commander.
So it's most likely to be Friday the 9th.
Target is in my sight.
Ready.
But if I feel like playing 3 different Empire War campaigns today,
Aerial artillery
then we could
reporting.
do it later today. So we'll see how things go.
Firing.
Support order acknowledged.
Standing by.
I've had to
Tank brigade ready.
I've had to complain a bit about some of the basement stuff, which I don't like complaining about anything. I don't like. I just live in a this is fine mindset most of the time, and any kind of like conflict or any kind of social interaction really is very draining. So
Turret
I normally just
constructed.
don't say anything.
Ready for orders.
But there's a potential issue. Well, we lost our hero. There's a potential issue that could really cause problems downstream if they haven't noticed it. So I felt compelled to bring it up, and Dana's kind of upset about it. So I'm gonna be on an adrenaline high from that all day as well.
Building started. Turret constructing.
I'm not that sad about losing that hero, but I'm a little annoyed that these guys aren't exploding more. Does the Imperial campaign have a submod on it? I am using our shield penetration submod. So there's a submod we officially put out,
Construction complete.
or an official submod that we put out, I guess is the better way to emphasize that. That allows you to have missiles penetrate shields. We've had that available for
Moving out.
a few years. So for people who really prefer that shield pen exists in Empire at War for bombers,
Destroyed.
then it's a thing you can do. Okay, we have to
Moving out. Firing.
kind of go to them.
Unit destroyed.
I guess I could have come back here for the repairs. I forgot I already had one.
We secured a build pad.
Awaiting orders. Forward
But
up.
that wasn't a real VAT, so.
Turbo laser tower destroyed. A build pad.
There's not really much point in building another turbo laser there,
Loaded. Attack.
since the since the AT-ATs outrange it.
I'll copy. Reporting. Yes, sir.
Point contested.
Moving to fire.
That's the problem we're going to be running into here.
Destroyed. Reinforcement point contested. We lost a landing zone.
Well,
Yes,
let's
come
just
on.
go over
Secured a
here.
build pad.
Ready. Keep going.
Come on, something.
Turret constructing.
Brigade standing by. Targeting.
Construction
Over
complete.
there.
Get out, get out, get out, get out.
Under attack.
Armor ready.
Well, it's really just the ATTEs.
In my sights. Enemy in range.
Because the ATOTs are not really your
Attack.
most effective combat vehicles.
Open fire.
They just have so many of both of them.
Tank brigade ready. Affirmative.
Building started.
Okay, can I actually go in and capture that?
Give me a target.
We're just gonna keep chilling over here.
Construction.
Roger that. Move into position. Form up. Attack that target. Attacking target.
Unit destroyed.
Well, they're coming around here. But
We secured a build pad.
Let's just try to get that destroyed first. Alright.
Awaiting orders.
I'm not sure... I guess there's just that one?
Unit destroyed.
They're all so close to being dead.
Targeting.
But we're also...
Unit destroyed.
Yeah, we're getting bombarded.
Unit destroyed.
Oh my god.
Destroyed.
The bombing run just keeps doing it. Well, let's go back around here. This side, I guess, can be anti-infantry.
We've secured
Let's do anti-infantry and maybe anti-air over here.
point contested.
Maybe we'll have some more luck against
Construction complete.
there. Okay, good, good. Not the outcome you hope for,
Training
but
troops.
we take it. We take those. We've got an ion cannon here. This will be a good place for defense, probably. And let's see what the spy says. Daly's asking, I have a random question. Is it technically possible to put a vehicle like the ATTE in a bunker dropship? You can specify on like carrier units or garrison units how big of a category things can be in and then what the cost is and the points, so you can technically do it, but
Building under construction.
it's not special, like
Building
you
under
can't-
construction.
it's not as flexible as you'd hope to do stuff like the Lat C, which I assume is what you're getting at.
Building under construction.
Thank you, Josh, for subscribing for 73 months. Very appreciated. Very epic. Alright, let's see what's on these planets. Kilaran is 592, so we weren't going to win that one if I'd stayed. That would have been bad. And we'll see what's on Dicko before taking an episode break.
Assault frigate here.
Nor'easter's in service.
Okay.
Dicko Nemoidia we can do. So we'll do that next time. That'll be in like 5 minutes for those of you on Twitch. For those of you on YouTube, though, thank you for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series so far. And hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone.